The Biff Lawson experience will begin in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, thank you. Come on. Oh, come on. You're too kind. Thank you. Oh, come on, man. Come on. Thank you, everybody. Welcome back to the Biff Lawson Experience. How's everybody doing here today? I'm your host, Biff Lawson. As always, it's great to have you here with me today. We have a special bonus podcast this week. We have a very special guest with us here today on the BLX. We have comedian Hannibal Buress, who's going to be performing at Caroline's this weekend, Thursday night, Friday night, and Saturday night. Hannibal is hilarious. He's like probably my favorite living comedian right now that's doing his thing. Big Tech, can you start by playing that Comedy Central clip? Here's Hannibal from his Comedy Central special.
I'm a big rap fan. I went to a concert. I saw this group Odd Future perform. They had some good songs. But the closing, the hook to their closing song was "Kill people, burn shit, school." Kill people, burn shit, school. But it doesn't seem like they're getting more reasonable as they go along. Kill people, that's murder. That's awful. Burn shit, it depends on what you're burning, right? This is a controlled fire, go ahead, do your thing. School, that's just truancy. What are you standing on, man? That's weak. Who hasn't missed class before? They're gonna get more and more reasonable when they raps. Kill people, burn shit, school, I hate spam email. That's annoying. When you think you got an email from a friend and it's spam, stop messing with my emotions. And I hate hotel TVs. Why do we start on the menu channel instead of the channel I was watching already? I've already seen Limitless. Why does iTunes keep trying to get me to download a new version? I got a new version a couple days ago. I'm fine with this version. It plays music. This is rap for Young Jeezy. He has a song where he says, "How stupid, dumb, big, my rooms got rooms." Nah, Jeezy, those are closets. Those aren't extra rooms in your rooms. Jeezy. He'd be the worst real estate agent ever. Right here we have a 34-bedroom house. Let me show you around the property. Great feature of this place. Some of the rooms have extra smaller rooms in them. You have to sleep in these rooms like this. Very unique sleeping situation inspired by the Japanese. And let me show you to the bathroom. The bathroom is great. You have a regular sized tub, then you have a miniature tub to sink. It's excellent.
All right, today we have an esteemed guest with us here today. You may have seen him on Comedy Central, Conan O'Brien, Letterman, Ferguson, Fallon, Kimmel. A very funny comedian here with us today on the BLX. We have Mr. Hannibal Buress. Good to have you here, sir. I'm a huge fan of yours.
Thanks for having me, man. Thank you.
I appreciate that. Hannibal will be appearing at the legendary Caroline's on Broadway this Thursday, Friday, and Saturday night. Tickets available now on carolines.com. Mr. Buress, how are you today? Thanks for checking in. I know you're a very busy man these days.
I'm good. How are you, man?
Pretty good. Chris Rock was quoted as saying recently, if Stephen Wright, Mos Def, and Dave Chappelle had a baby, that would be disgusting, but it would sound like Hannibal Buress, the funniest young comedian I've seen in years. And when Louis C.K. was asked the question, which comic makes him laugh, the name Hannibal Buress was the immediate answer. And I hear you're opening for the legendary Dave Chappelle these days. How does it feel to have such legendary cosigns at this stage in your career?
It's great, man. Those are all three of them people that I've looked up to and really studied and watched their stuff. So to have their respect is really awesome.
So how did you get into stand-up comedy, and who inspired you to become a comic?
Well, I started doing open mics in college. When I was in college, what inspired me was other people, other comics at the open mic level that were really bad at it. So, because I decided, I could try that at least, and I tried it and got chuckles, but I was still pretty bad at it. So that's how I got started, and it was really fun to do it, and then the feeling of doing jokes on stage was really addictive, so I just kept on doing it, man.
That's good stuff. According to my notes here, you are an African-American of some sort. My research team, they're not very good. So excuse me, what's your nationality?
it's American. Nationality is American.
Oh, okay. See, they weren't sure on that. That's why. So to piggyback on that, you don't get lumped into the typical family of black comics. You have a very universal appeal. Do you ever feel the pressure to appeal to that, boisterous kind of comic view, shuck and jive style of humor to appeal to that audience ever?
I don't know. I wouldn't describe it as a shuck and jive style. I mean, it's different styles of performing, but I perform for who comes to my shows. You know what I mean? So that's my job, to wherever show I'm at, to make the people in that crowd laugh. So that's how I approach it.
That's cool, man. So how do you keep busy when you're on the road? Like this weekend after the shows, you're back in New York City. What's on the agenda for you?
After the shows, I just probably go out for a meal, go hang out, grab some drinks, or maybe even do another spot at a club, and then go to bed. I probably just hang out a little bit. Just go out to some bars, go hit some clubs, hang out, and crash out, man. I rarely get the headline show in New York, so it's always a fun to do that.
It's gonna be kind of a cause for celebration. I hear you're a bit of you play a lot of the video games. In your Wikipedia, they mentioned Xbox 360, like you're an advertising guy for Microsoft these days. So I wanted to get your take on the whole Xbox One versus PS4 debate going around. What system are you going to be picking up this fall?
I gotta look more into it. I've heard bits and pieces. I haven't really studied it, but I heard something about the Xbox games. You have to buy them new, or there's a fee or something. It's something that I don't know the whole thing, but I remember hearing people being kind of upset about it. But I have both. Actually, I have a PS3, but I haven't used it that much. I play my Xbox a lot, so I have to. When they're both out, I have to, get the information and decide. But right now, I've used Xbox a lot, but maybe PS4 is the move. Who knows?
What games are you playing these days?
Just NBA 2K13 and LA Noire. I get into the more NBA 2K13. I just play people online. I'm not that good. I'm all right. I got my record is below 50%, but it's more. I play it for fun more so than it is. I get hyper competitive, but some people they really do live it. And you'll see somebody, and they show you the person's record right before the game starts, and you'll see somebody that's playing like 600 games. So.
Yeah, I'm like that. I have I'm terrible at the game, and I can't play anybody. Maybe I should play you one of these days. We both suck then. Well,
yeah, man.
All right. So how has life changed for you since you turned 30? I'm not that far off from myself. What's different? Has anything changed for you since you turned 30?
No, nothing really changed at that moment. No, it's just, I'm old, so I want to take better care of myself and think about doing more adult things. Like now I'm really thinking about buying an apartment or a house and different things like that I'm taking into consideration.
So I know you wrote for 30 Rock and Saturday Night Live, and with the success of shows like Louie and Wilfred and other comedy sitcoms that have been resurgent, do you have any plans to do your own TV show anytime in the near future? I'd love to see that. Yeah, I'm working on a show right now for Comedy Central. So yes, to answer your question, yes, I can't really get into the premise of it, but that is a goal of mine to have my own show. Yeah, man, I'm looking forward to that. I'd love to watch that thing. So what's up with you and Young Jeezy? I heard he gave you some static a while back over your bit about him being a terrible real estate agent and the whole the how stupid dumb big my room got rooms thing. Have you ever met him?
I've never. Actually did. I met him briefly at a Saturday Night Live party when I was working there. This was before the joke, but it's just a brief meeting. Like, what's up, man? What's up, my nigga? And that was it. But I don't think he was legit angry. I think he just was being lighthearted about it. Oh. But that's a really good song. That song was what's it called again?
I don't even remember the name of it. Jeezy songs are like that. I think what's the one he has out now?
R.I.P.
R.I.P. Yeah, that's all I know, and I'm gonna forget that next year when the next R.I.P. comes out. That's how Jeezy songs goes. And I saw the Nardwuar interview you did. Are you ever gonna release that Kanye West diss record since you got these beef with these rappers?
Nah, man. You know, because it'll be so out of place now.
Yeah,
It's so mistimed. You know, I wish I did do it then when it happened, but also I felt conflicted about it just because I've met him a couple times and he was really cool when I met him, and I would just at the time I would just be putting out that record to get internet buzz. It's a great record, man. I lit his ass up, but I would have felt bad putting it out.
Oh man, that's crazy. I mean, I figured you could have some new material these days with the whole Northwest thing and his kid with Kim Kardashian.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I thought at first I was kind of questioning that name, but you know, it's not really that bad.
Yeah. All right. So while we're on the subject of beef, I got a little beef with you myself. Let me explain. So, you know, I'm be going to Caroline's this weekend. Actually, before we set up this interview, I already had my tickets already.
Yeah.
And the girl I'm bringing, she's like, "Oh, you're doing an interview with Hannibal? I want to meet him." Like, I'm like, come on, how does that make me feel now? You know what I'm saying? So I got a request that one, you don't take her from me. You just kind of let me rock with that. And
Nah.
and do you get a lot of groupie love these days? You know, with your fame and you're on the rise like right now, really.
Yeah, I got a girlfriend. We've been dating for 8 months, man. So I don't really entertain any of that.
Oh man, that's crazy. Man. So after the Carolines this weekend, what do you have planned after this? Where's the tour going next?
Well, I'm going to LA to do some work. We're doing some live Eric Andre shows, heading out to Comic-Con for Eric Andre show, and this other show that I do on Adult Swim called China, Illinois. I do a voice for that show, so going out to Comic-Con and then up to Montreal from there for the Just for Laughs Festival.
Oh, that sounds cool. When is the Eric Andre show coming back?
We're back in October. We finished the second season. We finished the second season about 2 weeks ago, and we're back in October.
That's cool, man. I'm looking forward to a lot of the stuff. So I'll see you at Caroline's this weekend. So thanks again, Hannibal. Be sure to check out Hannibal Buress this Thursday, Friday, and Saturday night at the legendary Caroline's on Broadway. You won't be disappointed. Tickets are available now on carolines.com. All right, I appreciate that, man. Hopefully I get to meet you at Caroline's. I'll be there Saturday night with the chick. You can have her if you want, man.
I'm good, man. Thank you.
All right, man. Thanks again, Hannibal. Appreciate it, man.
All right. Peace out.
Always a pleasure to have you here with me at the Biff Lawson Experience. Make sure you follow me at Biff Lawson on Twitter, Instagram. I'm on everything. Follow me. And follow Hannibal Buress. If you're not sure who Hannibal Buress is now, you will be very soon. I'll see you Monday.